play toe games, the whole game, kicking your dough, man. Yeah, put on the paddock, pop it, said it, I'm an addict. Break the mattress with a battery on the attic. Diamond glasses, need some glasses for the flashes, yeah. Michael Jackson with the fashion, bitch, I'm dabbing, yeah. I do this shit on purpose, got the bitches slurping. Whoa. Oh, your pockets on hurting, nigga, you could be my servant. Go to the line, young nigga, don't listen, I purchase. After I cut up the thought, I give her some money for services. Wherever I go, the whole gang gon' go. Yeah, you cannot tame the hoe because she won't fame for sure. You think that you rich cause you got 100 or more. I got an overload, look like I just sold my soul. I pour up before a liter, I got the stripes, Adidas. I got a farm, mama, see it, and I've been known to beat it. Niggas ain't going defeated. We get the guns immediate. No running the group is an idiot. These niggas is broken, it's pitiful. Automatics in the trunk. Shoot the maggots with the pump. Thotty natty, love the paddock on my arm. He got static. Pussy nigga, run your charm. Ghostface killers, Wu-Tang, 21 News Gang. Drug dealers in the Moosang, at the top of the food chain. Trapping the cocaine, no game. Shooter with no names. You can play toe games, the whole game. Kicking your dough, man.
Yeah. Kim Jong, yeah, big bomb. Wonder bread, man, make your bitch lick crumb. Yeah, out of my pocket, flooded, got my wrist numb. Link, grab the hit stick, nigga tryna blitz some. Dope boy, I sell coke, boy. You broke ass rappers, food, it's a pole, boy. Everybody the same, all these niggas sound alike. Yeah, Fox 5 gang, turn you to a candlelight. Bitch boy on my mobster, shrimp in my pasta. Jamaican dun da da, hang round the shotters. Mad Max, nigga, yeah, hang with the killers. Planet of the Apes, yeah, hang around gorillas. I got AK, SK, HK, broad day. You a fuck boy, we ain't with the horseplay. Bitch, Trump ass nigga, did you do your chores today? Do you wanna take a ride with the coroner today?
Automatics in the trunk. Shoot the maggots with the pump. Thotty natty, love the paddock on my arm. He got static. Pussy nigga, run your charm. Ghostface killers, Wu-Tang, 21 News Gang. Drug dealers in the Moosang, at the top of the food chain. Trapping the cocaine, no game. Shooter with no names. You can play toe games, the whole game. Kicking your dough, man. Drop from the heaven straight in the wild. Trunk in the front top, gotta slide.
Today we're going to talk about the NBA opening day, the loaded NHL slate, and Sam Houston, the game tonight, big one. We're going to talk about it. This is Behind the Lines. Well, Chad, I thought we were going to get through an entire football game without Jalen Hurts doing something stupid, but then he did this. How are people still in on the Eagles? It makes no sense. This team is a fraud. Jalen Hurts is a fraud. Sirianni is a fraud. This defense is bad. Jalen Hurts has lost a step. He had one good season. Be realistic. This guy's a pick machine. He's inaccurate, and he's not a great passer. Jalen Hurts is a fraud, and so are the Eagles. Go ahead and give me the Rockies on the ML. And I want to fade Arizona once again. No chance they lose a second game in a row to the Rockies, right? No chance.
Snell's locked in, Krabs. The Orioles bats are awful. We're taking it. More so just to make dudes pissed off. Really, is what I'm taking.
I mean, gentlemen, the White Sox are 35-115. They've won 10% of their games for the season in the last 3 fucking games. Whoever is in charge of that squad, organization, program, minor leagues, major leagues, should be fired and not allowed in the sport ever again.
Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless.
What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Tuesday, episode 571 piece. As always, hold the fry. Joined by your 2 hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Bookit Sports. If you're not tracking your bets on Bookit, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Start tracking your bets on Bookit over there today. Easy, free to use, clean UI, UX. If you're not using Bookit already to track your bets, what are you doing? Go check that out today and start tracking your bets on Bookit Sports. Jovan, how we doing? Happy Tuesday. Tough game last night, to say the least.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Yeah. Season's over and franchise might be over.
Maybe a little bit of an overreaction, but your 2 best players did get hurt. So I'll give you that. And you get the Florida bench.
Yeah.
Besides that, were you pissed about anything else? Are you pissed about their performance overall? You pissed about Baker? You pissed about the defense? You just blown that your 2 stud receivers, one of them who probably shouldn't have even been playing in this game, who re-injured his, leg or whatever in the end zone. The other guy, just a freak bad injury. What else are you pissed off about in that game?
I mean, shit game, but I can live with an L. I just don't want to see Godwin on a contract year getting hurt and derailing his career. Now he's probably not a
That
Buck.
sucks.
I mean, I'm not even like really that mad at Todd Bowles for having him out there because you sign guys for 60 minutes. You can't really
Some guys could play him.
Yeah, sign guys to play him, not to bench them. I mean, they're only down 10. Still have like somewhat of a shot in that game, so I'm fine with him keeping him out there. You can't really control a dirty hit.
Well, he's about to get fined out of his mind, Roquan Smith, for that tackle. So he will. He will. We got Big Bubs coming in with a resub. Beautiful day to have a day. Yes, sir. Big Bubs 12. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming in with the resub W's. We got Noah Bacon coming in as well during TMA. Love to see it, Noah Bacon. W name, W subby. He was coming in talking about Dalton Connect, Rookie of the Year. Ooh, interesting take. Hey, we could talk a little bit of NBA tonight. Jovan, we got 2 games. We got the NBA season starting out tonight. Chat, we'll talk about both those games later today. And then, of course, the Sam Houston game. And rumor has it, we've got the most loaded NHL slate of the early season today, right? We've got the, red zone on the ice that people are going nuts about. We've got games all night, right? They stacked them all. Mo's stacked them all different times. So you've got games literally starting at 6 p.m. Eastern with the Caps game going all night in the NHL. And then, of course, 2 college football games as well, Jovan, including Sam Houston, who I feel like just plays all their games during the week. Every single one.
They should. Get the eyes in Sam Houston, man.
Sure. Let's go ahead and recap the squad ride. We'll get the recaps out of the way here. Brutal. Shit bet. Never had a chance. W Goots.
Yeah.
Shit wager, folks.
Never had a chance.
Yeah, it was dead in the first with that fluke shit.
I mean, it was dead because of the interception that went back 30 yards and fumbled, and they got it back, and Jalen Reagor fumbling at the goal line. I mean, you can't even ask for shit like that, man.
Yeah, brutal. Hate to see it. Shit bet. We move. Cardinals was free, though. Even with the field goal at the end to win that game on the ML, should have taken it. People were hitting me up saying, why are you taking the +1? Why are you taking the +1.5 instead of the ML? It's kind of personal preference. In my opinion, the more coins you have on it, the bigger your units are, maybe the more you'd be inclined to take the +1.5, eat some juice. But depends on the person. I don't really think there's a right answer there. But, either way, the ML came through last night for the Cards. That first game, I mean, it was never the under. That was a shit bet. We can go ahead and recap the Sharp Report. Take a peep at that. Ooh. Not a lot of green besides the Cardinals and that over on the ice, which should have been the squad ride probably if there weren't 2 football games on. That was a great call. Great play, Jovan.
Yeah. W Bolts and really Leafs, I guess.
Yeah. Chat, can we lock in and click the right buttons, please? I know we didn't give you that many options last night, that's for sure, but can we please click the right buttons and not just click on sports that we want to watch or games we want to watch? And can we click winners like we used to for the squad ride poll and we'd be 65%? Counting our guap. Can we go back to clicking winners, please? Okay. And Vita Vea was moose shit last night. Yeah. I mean, he was fine up the middle. I really didn't see Derrick Henry break a single run up the middle. But once he got fucking mobile around the outside, once he gained some steam like a fucking locomotive train around the outside, he was tough to slow down. Clearly.
Yeah.
What's up, Gootsy?
It's exactly what I was saying yesterday. It's never in the inside with him, especially with the Ravens so far. It's always
if he gets the angle and he can get on the outside and the defensive coverage isn't great, he's gone.
Vita Vea was great.
Gone. Yeah, I mean, they didn't even try to run it to him, to be honest, which is smart. Yeah, Goots POD would not mind a Goots POD today, that's for sure. Yeah, you can't bitch about what people vote when they're your plays. Prime, yeah, man. I mean, 100%. All I'm saying is let's click the right button and not care what sport's on. And let's click the best button, best play, best sell job. That's all I'm asking. Okay? We'll pick it up and give some better options. That's for sure.
Also, retreat. Right. There's a reason I'm up here and you're down there, brother.
Ooh, let him know. Let him know. I think we need to pass the Fade God title from Trent to Krabs. Yeah, honestly, Ken. Good call. All right, let's go ahead and move and groove onto the King of the Board recap. Let's see what we had over there. And cake. Mike Evans' leg exploded, and the under was maybe the worst bet of the night. Miss. Maybe we spin the wheel. Maybe that'll help. Goots, I know I didn't hit you up about the wheel, but you want to see if it comes up, if you search it, why don't you just let us know? I feel like we probably deserve a wheel spin. Gosh, man. Justice Hill was a free square. Yeah, can we talk about some of the positives from last night, chat? Justice Hill was a free square. It's a great call by Goots. What do we think, chat? Are we spinning this fucking wheel or what? We might have to. Oh, he already got it up in about 3 seconds. Fuck. That was quick work, Goots. That was quick work, Goots. I want the wheel until it's up there, and then I don't. Looks like Will Dissly turned into Gronk last night. Sure. Good call.
Gronk.
Yep. All right. Well, was there something that I said we should add last time? I'm curious if we did. Let me read through these options.
You said to add the respin.
Yeah, but there was one more I think I added. Bradley Beal, something.
Tail betting clan. Great. Bradley Beal, SL.
SL, man.
PP.
Season long PP. I guess you got to put him in your season long lineup.
Yep. Okay. Anything else you guys want to add to this before we spin this puppy?
Blackjack for us is Dub Club.
Bruh. Aloha. Are we really 1-5 on squad rides the last 6? We're 10-10-1 this month. I know that. Damn.
Just
making NBA cheeser. We're already going to try to do that later today. We're going to try.
Play 2K till you score 40.
I don't know if my guy can score 40 points.
He might have to get in his bag.
All right. I'm not seeing any better options. Why don't we go ahead and spin it? Let's see what it crafts up.
Ready?
Yep. Let's see, chat. Can we get some negative?
Oh, boy.
No way you're getting one chipped.
That shit sucks.
That
died eating the chips, bro.
That's why I didn't want it on there.
People have gotten hurt. People have gotten hurt eating the chip. Now, I have eaten the chip before, years ago. I've eaten the chip. I don't think crabs are built that way. No, I love spicy food. I can do it.
That's true.
It's going to suck, though. It's going to suck. All right, so I'll find one of those and bring it on stream tomorrow or this week. And I'll fucking eat it on BTL.
Do not do it on stream.
Maybe at the end of BTL?
Yeah, at the end, or like just do a video with a gallon of milk next to you.
Oh, man, that shit sucks.
That's not a live. Not a live.
If you do that on stream, we're ending stream early.
Yeah, that'll be cake.
Yeah.
End of BTL is the move. Yeah. It's just a chip. See, that's the right mindset to have, like Morn 11 saying. That is the right mindset. It's just a fucking chip, right? What can that little chip do? That chip can't do shit. It's just a little chip, right? You'd be surprised. That chip low-key sucks. All right. Well,
what?
Shelly, yeah, not ideal, brother. Not ideal. Yeah, I could take care of that, Morn. Come on. It's a fucking chip. I'm bigger than a chip. I can't let that thing phase me.
Are you bigger than
it's a fucking
chip, Krabs?
Yes. That chip doesn't phase me. All right, maybe tomorrow. We'll see how the squad ride goes.
That's insane.
All right, let's get this fucking wheel out of here. W. Gootsy, appreciate you killing it in the back end once again as well, pulling that wheel up, finding that puppy, and getting it up on the screen. Love to see it. Why don't we hop into some winners for today? We got Susslord21 coming in, dropping a follow. Let's fucking go. Where can you even buy them? I'm pretty sure they have them at 7-Eleven. I'm pretty sure I just remember them
7-Eleven
chilling at 7-Eleven, just like there, hanging out. I think I remember that in my brain, seeing those walking into a 7-Eleven. Yeah, so I'll walk over there this afternoon. Okay. Gosh, man. Krabs will literally be steamed. I mean, yeah, I'm going to be probably sweaty as fuck when that happens, but we'll save it for the end of a BTL app. All right, for now, why don't we go into some plays for today? Let's hop into the sharp report. I've got 2 plays on the ice. Maybe that'll help cool me down after the one chip challenge, heading to the ice. Two nasty plays, Jovan. Very curious to hear your thoughts on these. I'll just power through them real quick. Let me get the Flyers. First game of the night against my Caps, who've been on fire. Please tell me you hate this play. Please tell me not to take it, but I have a feeling you're going to back this play as well. You get the Flyers, who have lost 4 of their last games in a row. Caps are on fire. They're beating good teams. They've won 3 games in a row. Now they're on the roads, and you're seeing Philly catch minimal steam here at home, 1-3. Well, I'll tell you what, Philly's played us tough over the last couple years, a couple seasons at least. I know that for a fact. I've watched it myself. I think Philly wins this game, and they're 1-3, catching steam against the 3-1 Red Hot Caps. Come on. I've seen this movie before. It's got to be Philly at home on the ML up to -125. Has to be.
Yeah, I'll be on the Flyers.
Has to be.
That's probably
Good.
honestly my favorite play on the NHL
Good.
slate. So I just left that for you once I saw it on your side.
Revenge game for the Flyers, who got eliminated by the Caps last year.
Also off a shutout, the Flyers are.
Wow.
Off a shutout.
Caps are off of 3 straight wins, 3 straight covers.
Yeah.
Flyers coming off of getting shut out by Vancouver. Give me a break. Love that play.
Canucks have looked like dog shit this year too. So I mean that's not impressive. And Flyers had a weird start to the season because they went straight out west and now they're just coming back home. And then they got shut out in the first game. They're back home. So this feels like a game that Torts got the boys up for today.
Yep. All right. And then I like Nashville to get their first win. Pretty trendy squad this season. Hasn't started out well at all. They're 0-5. They're playing the 3-2 Bruins, and they're catching about 10, 15 cents of steam. They're up to -135 here at home. Still looking for their first win. I'll take a chance on the Preds on the ML, who keep catching more steam every time I look at them.
Yeah, they're the play there. I'm not doing it, though. I don't bet on that shit org. Granted, they're playing a shit org, but only fade them until further notice.
Okay. What are you cooking up over there? You got 2 straight bets for the peeps?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Celtics tonight. Rare time. You're probably going to catch me backing, I don't know, I guess the defending finals champions on game 1 with all the eyes on them on opening night. But when they happen to be playing the trendy team of the offseason, hell yeah, I'm going to be fucking backing them, especially when the coaching advantage, as far as in the first game, period. Like I trust Missoula to make the adjustments a lot quicker than it's going to take for that new Knicks team to gel. You know, you have Cat, who everybody's thinking is going to have a massive role and be this great player immediately. You have Brunson, who is going to learn or have to learn to play with Cat in game 1 against a team that's really already got the pieces together. So game 1, I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for the bait. Everybody loves the next day, and you really want to be on the Celtics when nobody likes the Celtics. So I will hop in gladly on opening night and take the defending champs.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like this play, but we'll see how it plays out. It's just not very crabby, as you probably already expected. You already said that. I mean, you're backing the defending champions, but maybe nobody wants to bet them. We'll see.
Yeah, it's like betting against the Preds in like game 1, the most trendy offseason team with all the additions, and everybody's going to love them for the first couple games before love falls off for a second. Honeymoon stage ends.
All right. What do we think, chat? What's up, Prosperous? How we doing? Yeah, I learned today that Bridges is broken.
Yeah. Everybody on Twitter is on Mikal Bridges under 3s because of his new broken-ass jump shot. So he's probably going to come out and look like Curry. Trent tweeted that last night.
Pega said he's sad you don't have a champions play.
I probably will tomorrow.
2 months on the pitch is what he's saying.
Yeah, I'll probably have one tomorrow. There's a lot of bigger favorites today. Like I thought about, if I had anything today, it would probably be a total, like the over in like Dortmund or something like that. But I don't love a play.
All right. And then what about the over on the ice here? Calgary and Pitt.
Rare time, you're probably going to get me taking an over with my GOAT involved because Dustin Wolf is starting today, who's been fucking superhuman for the Flames in his couple starts so far this season, and the Flames have been fantastic. The one thing, like I really want to give him all the credit. I really want to give the Flames all the credit because they've looked really good defensively, but they really haven't played any good offenses other than the Kraken, who they did put up a pretty good performance on, but it was a really good spot. So like they haven't faced a true challenge yet, and I'm not going to say that the Pens are this big bad team because they're absolutely not, but the Pens are going to get them into an up and down team or an up and down game on the ice. It's the kind of team they are. That I think is going to expose the Flames defense for what you saw like a little bit last year and then towards the beginning of the season. Like they were just letting Wolf get wailed on. And like lately that hasn't been the case. Now that you're probably going to get a little more action up and down the ice, I feel like this is going to be a game that opens up pretty widely and Wolf's going to try his hardest to hold up, beyond that, but I don't think he's going to get there. And this is the time where the Flames are coming in with all the momentum. Like everybody's going to want to fade the Pens. They've looked like dog shit a majority of the last couple games. They're going on the road. It's a short line. The Pens might win this game, but I don't think the only avenue to do that is with goals. So I will take this over.
Okay. Back in some goals. Could get down with that. Love the sell job. Over 6.5. Looks like the juice opened up minus 125 to the under, and now we're seeing minus 105 to the under. We're seeing that over juicy. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm honestly maybe a little surprised that it didn't open 6, to be honest with you, because, we've seen lower totals, I guess, like with the Pens played like the Canadians and like the Flames defense has like been really good over the past couple of games, weirdly. So like they've been getting some respect juice wise towards that under in the recent games.
Right.
So a little surprised, maybe not appalled, but seems a little telling.
Okay. Yeah. Calgary's been playing in some under games as well. They've hit 3 straight unders in their last 3 games. Let's fade that. All right.
Yeah.
Should be a really good game, right? Penguins 3-4, but I've seen them play a couple times this year. They look sharp, at least offensively, and Calgary's still undefeated. Should be a pretty solid game on ESPN Plus late night.
There's going to be some super weird ending to that game. I've already seen it. Whether it ends up being the Pens have a flurry of goals in the third period and come and win an OT or some shit like that, or the Flames maybe do the same thing. I don't know. There's going to be something really weird, and I think it all comes with goals.
All right. Well, we saw the fucking Penguins have a crazy comeback earlier this season when we faded them. Took the Sabres, right, only a couple days ago. Looking at the line, especially where Pittsburgh opened, barely a dog in the spot, I'd say it's probably Pittsburgh is going to have a crazy comeback in this game again, like they did in the other night, and probably pulling off a crazy win. I've already seen it. Just like the other night against the Sabres. Probably the same shit on the road. All right. Like that play. You know how I feel about the Celtics play, but we'll talk more about that in the other NBA game here in a moment. All right, let's go over some PrizePicks squares, our favorite square of the day. Speaking of Celtics, I literally just said I hate that play. I don't like the play as I take a Celtics play on PrizePicks. Can't make it up. How about Luke Cornett? Jovan, you think he's getting up and moving today? Almost 10-year NBA veteran who nobody even knows who he is. You think Luke Cornett is playing some defense today? I do.
That's insane, Krabs.
I do. Look, he's got a half block shot up there. And obviously the chart doesn't matter. It's the first fucking game of the season, but this guy hasn't gotten a block since Nam. Also hasn't really played much, towards the end of the season for the Celtics. But Luke Cornett might find himself having a little bit more of an expanded role in the paint for the Celtics. And Jovan, if you think they're going to blow out their opponent tonight, laying that 6-point spreads, then maybe our guy Cornett will get a little bit more play time. And he's also minus 125 to the over on his more than half block shots on the books. I think he's getting a block.
Wow. If this hits, you're good.
Yeah. Nasty square. Luke Cornett, blue collar, hardworking guy. Never really gotten his time of day. Maybe he does tonight. Starts out his season right with a block coming off the bench. Should be the backup for Al Horford tonight, right? No Porzingis, no Robert Williams, right?
You would probably think so.
You'd hope so. Yeah. We'll see. Ken, I'd love for you to lock in that under, man. Love it. I know you won't, but would love for you to lock in that under. W meme John. Could be, Goots. Could be. All right. Yeah, guys, I said no Robert Williams. I don't know why you guys are fucking bugging. He's not on the team anymore. All right, Jovan, let's go to your PrizePicks square. What are you cooking up over there? Josh Hart.
Josh Hart boards. I feel like everybody's on this train now, and I say that partially because I have heard it a lot, but also because I see it a lot on the feed today, just more so on the scoring, but a lot of unders on Josh Hart because of his role. It's going to change, obviously, now that Cat's in the fold, and he's come out openly and said, like, I'm not going to be scoring as much, but I feel like this game specifically, it's the perfect Josh Hart grub on the boards game, especially being the fact that you have the matchup on the inside with the starters at the very least. Like, you're going to have nobody clogging up the paint. You're going to have guys that can space the floor on both sides of the ball, whether you're talking about on his own team with Cat, but also on the other side with Al Horford. So, I mean, this is the perfect game where I think they need Josh Hart to be a force on the boards, especially when you have R.A. Merchant, which Trent's probably going to take in some form or some fashion, Jason Tatum on the other side. So, like, this feels like a game on the boards that Josh Hart kind of lives for. It's a little tricky kind of figure out his role, I guess, with the whole new team situation. But, I mean, Cat's not going out there and grubbing boards. Mikal Bridges, when he's out there, I mean, I don't think he's going to be that big of a presence on the boards either. I mean, it feels like one where Josh Hart is going to have to be the guy, especially when you're spacing the floor with all five for really both lineups. So I'll take my chance game one when everybody's fading him and say, at least he's doing something on the boards.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Hart, he's a rebounding machine for a guard. I don't see why that would change today, right? Take it as more than 8 rebounds. I feel like this guy gets double-digit rebounds damn near every night. It's a rebounding machine. And he's a Commanders fan. So I like this square. I like
he's
this
a
play.
Commanders fan.
Yeah, dude. Josh Hart. He always be tweeting about the Commanders. He's tapped in.
It's unbelievable.
Yep. Yeah, bro. Tell me why Cat is at 11 boards, Dior's saying. Is that shit low?
I mean, that's kind of high for Cat. I just don't buy it.
What do we think about Cat's performance tonight in his debut for the Knicks? You think he shows up?
I mean, if he doesn't show up, all of Twitter's in Cat shit because all of them have his points. It's just I don't
like his assists.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see him being a big force on the inside. If he wants to shoot over Al Horford, I mean, sure, be my guest, but
yeah,
dude is indeed soft as baby shit. So like that's not the way I think he's gonna have to do it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he'll probably be standing in the corner like he did for the Knicks, or sorry, for the Timberwolves on the Knicks, trying to draw Al Horford out of the paint, maybe banging a couple threes. Cat special. I don't think he has a 3 square up. No, he doesn't. But I also like that assist square. Out of all the squares that are up for Cat today, that's probably the one that I would take the more than for. But not really in a rush to back him to do well in his debut, personally.
Yeah.
On the same page with you there. Kind of a weird NBA slate. You got 2 teams who, in my opinion, are extremely fadeable in the Lakers and the Celtics. Now, the Celtics did just prove everybody wrong and finally win that championship big time. But I want to fade them after winning the championship, and I want to fade the Lakers, who have LeBron James on their team, and Bronny might be playing tonight, and I just like fading the Lakers in general. But it's a tough spot to do both those things when you got the Knicks and the T-Wolves as their 2 opponents, the 2 teams that just made that blockbuster trades, right? So you've got a bunch of trendy teams playing tonight. I'm having a hard time finding out what I really want to take on the fucking hardwood tonight. Might just have to tail some goats, but I'm having a tough time fading or backing any of these 4 teams that are all, you can make the argument, pretty fucking trendy this year.
Yeah, 100%. Don't disagree with you there.
Yeah, it's tough, man, because I keep going back and forth, especially in that second game, where I'm like, the T-Wolves just made a big-time trade. They bring in 2 guys. They get rid of Cats. And people like that move for Minnesota. But they're only laying 1 against the Lakers. Now, it's still LeBron James and the Lakers at home and Anthony Davis and co. So I still really don't want to bet the Lakers, but my gut tells me it's probably fade the T-Wolves time and back the Lakers at home. But you're still backing LeBron barely plus chick. So it's tough. I don't know. These games are nasty tonight. I really want to fade all these teams if possible. Maybe it's just under season.
Yeah, I was going to say, that probably sounds like you're lining up to take both unders.
Kind of sounds like under season. Now, that first total in the first game, up a point, up from 221.5. Second game, total's down about 3 points from that opening line. So, yeah, probably would lean the unders in those games. I feel like you're taking unders in, day 1 of the NBA, you're probably in a good spot. Probably don't want to be taking both overs, but what's Chad saying about them?
I mean, I don't know anybody who would like the Knicks Celtics over.
222.5.
A pretty simple under to take. So I mean, that's probably not the most Krabs play.
Krabs said I'll be taking the Lakers and Celtics -6. Well, there's another under I like better. We don't have to force it in the NBA. Why don't we talk a little bit about the college football games tonight? Don't get too excited now, chat. Okay, these games, it might put you to sleep just talking about them, but Sam Houston on the road at FIU, Jovan. Sam Houston playing pretty well this season, but they're going to be without their star QB in this game. And if anybody tuned in to last week's game when their backup went in after their star QB got injured, didn't look too sharp for Sam Houston. So the playing field is evened up in this game against FIU, who is now down to +4.5, opened up +9.5, but obviously some serious injury concerns. FIU is probably still the play here, but you won't find me fading Sam Houston with their backup QB still laying -4. I just feel like it's probably too easy back in FIU here at home, but it's not like they've really played great of late. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. They're coming off a loss to UTEP when they were -7. UTEP debatably the worst team in college football. It's crazy. I'd probably go with fucking FIU here on the spread, but I don't know if I can fade my Bearcats. Jovan, what are your thoughts on this game?
I think I would definitely lean Sam Houston because I think it was a kind of a tough situation because like they came in with the backup. Granted, he's not the worst backup in the world. Like he's a guy at least with some experience. But he also runs the ball a shit ton. And FIU, they ain't Western Kentucky, who actually did a pretty good job at stopping the run. And they have a majority of this year. Like FIU, you can run on them at will. So like if they want to play Taysom Hill ball with Jace Bauer, then they can play Taysom Hill ball with Jace Bauer. And now they don't have to figure that out on the fly and do it from a trailing game script. They got a week to prepare before they do it. So I still would probably lean Sam Houston, plug your nose and take the backup, but don't know if I'm getting involved.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's some respect for Sam Houston with their backup QB laying 4.5 on the road, but FIU has not looked too great. Not really in a rush to bet that game. I've got a play I like better in the second game, which might surprise some people, but UTEP and Louisiana Tech. This might be up there for top 5 worst game of all time. You've got UTEP, who, sure, they're coming off their first win of the season, massive win against FIU, like I was just talking about. They won outright, first win of the season, massive for the vibes. For UTEP, the Miners have been fucking terrible. They needed one, and they got one. Louisiana Tech, on the other hand, they finally got theirs 2 weeks ago against Middle Tennessee State. And then last week, just when you think they might start building some momentum, they're playing one of the worst teams in college football, New Mexico State. They lose outright on the road by 3 as -13-point favorites. I mean, give me a fucking break. I'll tell you what, Louisiana Tech catching steam in this game after what UTEP did in their last game, pulling off their first win, makes me like Louisiana Tech in this spot. And that under and the total dropping from 51 to 49 most places now. Kind of weird we're seeing this under drop. You look at what both these teams have done in recent games. You've got UTEP, who's hit the over in, I believe, each of their last 3 games. 3 straight overs. And then Louisiana Tech, they've banged 2 straight overs in their last 2 games, putting up a combined 120 points in those 2 games between both teams. So plenty of points to go around involving both of these squads. We know Bullock, the QB at Louisiana Tech, had one hell of a game the other night 2 weeks ago. He was like freshman of the week or some shit, player of the week for Louisiana Tech. I want to fade the heck out of Bullock, and I want to fade the heck out of UTEP coming off their first win of the season, and I want to bet the under in this game. That total is dropping like flies, down to 48.5, 49.
Yeah, you probably won't catch me on a Louisiana Tech under probably the rest of the year, but I will back him. I'll be with you in this game. This is also like I think the last game before UTEP gets back to somewhat normal scheduling. Could be wrong on that. So, I mean, it kind of feels like they got their win and now they want to get out of here and they're fucking terrible. They got gifted that game against FIU because, like we talked about, I mean, they couldn't stop the run. I mean, situationally, they were terrible in every single situation. Keon Jenkins got hurt too, the FIU quarterback. So, like, it was an undeserved win. I'll call it what it is. But now they get to face Louisiana Tech, who is also not great. But you give them a run game, things open up. So, I mean, I think they beat the shit out of them.
Okay. You're going to lay that 6.5?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at all those spread bets UTEP's getting. Interesting. Reminds me of when we saw all the bets on the under and the ice on that play you liked yesterday that sort over. Good.
Yeah.
It might just be as simple as back in Louisiana Tech. after not winning outright as minus 13.5-point favorites in their last game at home, facing UTEP coming off their first outright win. Maybe it is that simple.
Might be.
All right. Any other thoughts on these two college football games from you, Gucci, or chat? Now is the time to speak up. Let me know. You guys got anything?
No, there's some shit games, man.
All right. Betting anything Bronny over or under is insane, Pega's saying. Sam Houston. I need to know if it's Ducker or McKinney in this game.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I don't fucking know, dude. It's probably Ducker, bro. It's probably Ducker. But again, I'm not really in a rush to back squares in that game. All right. Why don't we move and groove here? We do have the NBA season starting up tonight. And yeah, Devin's asking the right questions that we need to know answers for. Goots, what's the POD? Again, Goots, do not force it. And if you don't have one, you don't have one. But if a Goots POD comes to you, feel free to let us know.
I have it.
No way you have it. Fresh off the presses?
Press off the presses. It's a game that you have a play in, actually.
Yeah.
I like the over in the Bruins Preds game. I think it's going to get weird. Like you said, with the steam to the Preds, I don't think this win's going to be easy for them. I think it's going to be pretty high scoring, pretty all over the place. Could be an OT game. I like some goals.
Totals up from 5.5 to 6. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Jovan, thoughts on the over in the Bruins and the Preds game?
could be down with that. I mean, if the Preds are going to win, I don't think they're going to do it with any sort of big defensive effort. The Bruins have been shit defensively to start the season too. So I mean, it's not your mom and pa's Bruins on the back end there. So something's got to give.
We got Gooch chants going on in the chat, as we should. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right. Looks like all the people are betting the over in this game, but not really surprised.
It's very normal for hockey to see splits like that with the overs, unless it's like Blackhawks or Blues games.
That's why I was so surprised to see the under getting hammered with bets on the ice yesterday in Jovan's play. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Still cannot believe I didn't tail that. Great play. Looks like Aloha Bets just gave Pega a resub. Let's go, Aloha. Let's go, Aloha Bets. You're a beast, bro. Pega, you just got blessed up by an OG at Go to Aloha Bets. W's. Nobody deserves a subby more than our guy Pega. And looks like everybody in chat wants to tail that Goots POD. Sure, as you should. What's up, Ron? What's up, ZDZ? Yay, lads. How we doing? Hope you guys are having a good day. We got Matthew M9 coming in, resubbing as well. Let's go, BTL. W, Matthew. Appreciate you, beast. Appreciate you, beast. Awesome. We cover NBA yet a little bit, but probably not enough. And maybe this is where we could segue into it, and we could talk a little bit more about these NBA games before we move. I know you're going to want to get to that NHL slate as well, Jovan, right? We'll leave some time for that as well. We'll probably take a peep at some of those other games on the ice eventually.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, I want your thoughts on the hardwood here. You're on the Celtics. They're up from -4.5 to -6. That is a good sign for you. And look, I could see your point and your angle of, at least on X in the feeds, nobody really wants to back the Celtics. Maybe the splits show differently, but kind of like the Yankees, Celtics are always going to be a little bit public. Very rare when they're not. I know your thoughts in that game. I would love to hear your thoughts in the T-Wolves and the Lakers game here, Jovan, because I keep going back and forth. Is it the under in this game, which I like as well with that total moving down? Is it the Lakers at home, but back in LeBron on opening night does not feel right to me? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can get it all involved in that game because, I mean, it's a similar situation on one side where you have the trendy offseason team because obviously they're involved in the same trade, but trendy offseason team, a lot of additions. People are assuming that they're going to be, I don't know, improved somewhat from the start, even though like they do lose Cat. You know, they get Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo, who, I mean, should torch the Lakers tonight. You would think so. But then you have the whole new coach system, their new system stuff on the Lakers side that I really don't want to get involved in, especially if we're getting reports dropping that We're getting Bronny opening night. Like, that's the focus. Getting him in the game, playing alongside
actually
LeBron,
nuts.
dude. Like, what are we
It's
doing?
actually nuts.
What are we doing?
I don't get
I mean,
it.
I can't bet the Lakers, dude. I can't.
Like, maybe I'm missing something, but Bronny is going to get his lunch money taken out there on the court if he plays.
I mean,
Is this
yeah.
maybe this is the only reason why LeBron is still playing right now? It could be. Maybe he's so done with the NBA. He's so done with grinding. He's done with being put on a minutes restriction. He's done with being on a shit team. I don't know. Maybe he's only playing because his son right now. Maybe he wants to just go make fucking movies in Hollywood and corny ass videos. I don't know. Maybe the GOAT is checked out and he's only there because his son. That's really the only thing that makes sense to me as to why that'd be happening and why they'd be saying yes to it. But it is the GOAT. The GOAT talks. What are you going to say no?
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Probably not.
Everybody, all the goats have emotional support players. I mean, Giannis has fucking Thanasis. So when he didn't have Thanasis, he was not nearly as good as he played with him. So give him what he wants, I guess.
Maybe it's mental. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I really do. Leave my glorious king alone, Peyton said. Bro, he is the king. I just think it's pretty weird they're forcing this. And I really don't see a world where it helps the team, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll be a great player, and we just haven't seen it yet. But that would really surprise me. It would. You guys think he gets any burn tonight? You guys think Bronny James scores tonight? Let me know. Obviously, no PrizePicks squares up for him. I don't even know why I checked.
I mean, if they're making it a point to get him in the game, which is what it sounds like, I mean, they're probably going to try and make it a point for him to get something.
That's a good point. Plus 115 to score. Wow. That's wild. He might be scoring.
I mean, they're probably going to feed him like a fast break or some bullshit.
All right. Do we want to try to craft up a little BTL season-long geyserman? We want to take a peep at some of the cats. I know they're not great. They're not as good as last year, but that doesn't mean we just give up and quit. I'd say we take a peep. We don't have to nuke it.
We can try.
We don't have to nuke it, right?
We're just building the super goats.
Well, there's some guys towards the bottom. You can make an argument aren't goats. Alexander Sarr.
Yep.
He's definitely not a goat. He's on the board.
He's right.
Would love to craft up a BTL NBA season lineup. And I think the chat would as well. You guys let me know in the chat. You guys want us to craft up an NBA PrizePicks lineup for the season? Or are you guys out on this shit? Let me know in the chat. All right, you guys will decide. Drop some yeses. Drop some pleases, maybe. See who learned some manners growing up.
Only if we can fade LeBron.
I don't know if we could fade him.
Can't
all right, you guys definitely want to craft up something. Love it. Love to see it. Well, you know, Jovan, we don't have as many categories up as last year, but that doesn't mean that we just give up. I'm looking at some of these guys, and there are a couple goats that we've talked about that I wouldn't mind putting in here, but maybe we start out with some of the lesser named guys, and maybe we try to go after the Zachary Riceatcher kid, who I think might be pretty fucking good. His 10.7 points per game. You're telling me that kid's not dropping 11 per game?
I mean, he's kind of bad, Krabs.
I think he's going to be good.
He's kind of bad. I mean, if you're standing on that hill, I won't tell you no.
I think he'll be good, and Sarr is probably the one that's going to stink.
I mean, I just feel like they're going to be incredibly similar players.
They got Kawhi up here. I don't even know why.
Playing, right? It's a waste of time.
Damian Lillard is a name I wouldn't mind going after. LaMelo Ball, like we talked about with Trent last week. What about that LaMelo Ball?
So down for LaMelo. Which I mean, that's
here we go. Now we're getting.
That's
somewhere.
a health bet. That's a health bet too. But that's a health bet.
I'm willing to bet he stays healthier this year. He's due. He's due.
Yeah.
What do you like for him? Do you like his triple doubles? You like his points? You like his assists?
What do we take for LaMelo? I guess that's a good question. I would think with this team, he's got to be pretty aggressive. It's like I wouldn't mind nailing the points, but I mean the triple doubles, I wouldn't hate that either.
Yeah, I feel like we just keep it simple and go with the points.
Being that.
Like even through injuries, and he's played less every season, but he still averaged more points per game. We got Ramble Boys coming in, dropping a subby. W's, gents. Happy basketball season. Love to see you guys in here. I think we just go with his points per game and just bank on him dropping a 25 berg per game.
Yeah.
LaMelo Ball. God forbid he gets hurt and doesn't have the chance to get the triple doubles.
Yeah.
At least this way, if he gets hurt, it's still his average points per game. Right?
Bitching about no injury-prone guys in the GOAT. Well, these are season averages, so it's not the same bets.
Yep.
There's one here I'm looking at. I don't necessarily know about this, but I like Reed Shepherd, but I don't know how many minutes he's going to get, especially over Van Vliet and Jalen Green. It's strictly just like a minutes fade. How much is he going to play? Kid's young, still needs to develop. 10 points. I don't know.
What do you like? Is less than 10 points per game, Gates?
That would be the square.
Reed Shepherd. The problem with fading him is that he might be good. Now, I like your angle there with he might not play as much in his rookie season. Might take a little bit of time to develop. I don't hate that square.
Yeah. And Jalen
I think
Green
it's
just
sharp, and I think he
get
probably
paid.
does go less than. It's a good point. They got other mouths to feed on that team. We got JJJ Quack 04 coming in, dropping a subby. Love to see that. We got a hype train moving and grooving. Sure. Reed is tough. Don't fade Reeds. Dame 3-pointers. I wouldn't mind taking Dame, bro, like we were talking about with Trent. I wouldn't mind that.
Wouldn't hate that.
Somebody said Sabonis under triple doubles. I don't know if I have the cojones for that one, bro.
Yeah. That one's tough. I don't know if I can get that one in there.
What about Damian Lillard?
The question is, what do we take for Dame?
You want to take his 50 berg?
Dude, it could be his 50 berg.
Let's see.
Could just be nailing the one game.
I don't know, man. He had three 50 bergs.
Not last year.
2 years ago. None last year. We got a hype train, high cheddar coming in with the resub. W's. Sure. He had 27 last year. Now his line's at 19, Achilles is saying. Who are you talking about, boss? Sabonis. I mean, that is crazy.
Well, it's because DeRozan's on the team now.
Yeah. You think we take Dame to get a 50 berg? Bro, he's getting a 50 berg.
He's probably getting a 50 berg grabs.
I'd say either that or his assists.
Ooh, the assist could be sharp. He only had 5 last year. His line's at 7. Feels a touch high.
I'm seeing he averaged 7 assists per game on the Bucks last year, but I'm checking the Carfax on that. Yeah, 7 on the nose.
7. What is this number?
I don't know if I want to take that. That looks a little too easy. I feel like we take his 50 berg after not getting a single one last year. You're telling me he's not going off for Dame time one time this season? Come on.
Yeah, let's get the Giannis rest game and get him put up 50. I'm in.
Yeah. All right. Good. Chat, what else? You guys got anything else? And yeah, rumor has it we've got a Trent surge stream after this, chat. So stick around, get those plays primed up and ready. Dude, maybe we take Sabonis. Fate.
Dude, how do we not take Maxi Krabs? Paul George and Embiid already cake.
You want to take his points per game or his 3 points per game?
Probably his points.
I'm looking. Sangoon. I like Sangoon. He balled.
Singoat.
Maxi averaged 25.9 points per game last year. He's up for 25. The rest of his team's already hurt as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, Paul George is already hurt, and Embiid is only playing half the season, too. So, I mean, you get a lower line because Paul George is there, but in reality, I mean, he's still going to have the chance to do whatever he wants every other game. Maybe more than that to start the season.
Yeah. Could get a nice little boost there. Nice little booster. No way they have... Yeah, they don't even have that, chat. You guys are talking about taking fucking Jordan Poole more than half a 50-point game. He doesn't have that up.
Dude,
Okay? You guys are getting me excited for no reason there. He'll probably drop a 50 bird. Come on.
You could fade the Jordan Poole of this year that everybody's taking because he's the only shot chucker on the team. Cam Thomas.
Who's that? Do you need some less thans, chat? Don't disagree. What about John Moran assists this year, though? More than.
I could be so in on that, Krabs. Edie's going to grub with him.
I know. I wish they had a fucking Edie.
No, I would so be down to put Edie in here if they had that.
He's down to like plus 250 for rookie of the year, bro. That shit's already locked up.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be air.
It's nuts. John Morant. More than 7.8 assists per game. Feeding Edie. Love that. So right now we got LaMelo Ball, more than points per game. Damian Lillard, more than half a 50-point game. Tyrese Maxey, more than 25 points per game. And John Morant, more than assists per game.
Might be cooking.
This thing's coming together relatively nicely.
Do we have any board men to get paid?
I don't want to let that Sabonis fade get swept from Achilles.
I just don't want to root against that, but also for his rebounds because that tailed Trent's go well. I'm riding that with him.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Jalen Duran from Sharklark. He's up for 11.3 rebounds per game. Why is that shit so high, bro?
See, the problem with Duran is he can go out and give you 15, then he's going to have 3 fouls in 3 minutes in the next game. Fucks everything. That's why people get pissed off betting him.
Duran's at 11.5 on the green book, minus 130 to the over.
Yeah, and PP's giving a discount, bro. They give discounts. That shit does not work.
Yeah, maybe like Chuck Clark's saying, maybe he gets better. Maybe he improves. Maybe he doesn't foul as much.
I ain't going to pay to find that out.
Okay. I wailed Sangoon under 22.7 points per game. Are you kidding me?
Right.
3-pointers per game. I feel like we don't have any of those. Also, didn't we want to fade Anthony Davis somehow? Were we talking about that last week?
You're talking about fading AD?
Yeah. That was this, I think.
Can't say I want to fade AD.
It was the AD triple double square, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that one. I don't know. I'm good on that, man.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at these three-pointers made per game. There's got to be a less than in here that's green as mom. Like, come on. Like, you're telling me CJ McCollum is banging 3 threes per game?
Just my Krabs. I mean, this could be where we fade Clay. Just looking through. Could fade Clay. I got Buddy Hield up here. Is surely going to be sharpshooter of the year on the Warriors.
2.8 threes per game.
Yeah, he's going to find a way to literally be better than Curry.
This isn't a threes angle, but De'Aaron Fox is eligible for like the biggest contract in the NBA if he makes first team All Pro. That's a narrative as well.
I would be so down for that if they didn't just get DeRozan.
I know, but still, I feel like
The
everyone
Kings,
thinks DeRozan's going to tweak. I feel like it could be De'Aaron.
I just don't know that I want anything to do with season
I'm
stuff.
buying stock.
It's just too many ball dominant guys, man. Way too many.
What about rebounds? You're telling me Sengun is averaging 10 rebounds per game? I don't know about that one, bro.
You might, Krabs.
Giannis boards, Mino Tabe.
We already have Dame in here.
Isn't Jared Allen coming off a pretty bad year where he was hurt?
I mean, he was pretty banged up, but wouldn't say it was a bad year. He's pretty solid. 17 and 13. Or maybe that's just postseason.
17 and 10.
17 and 10. Yeah.
Chad, anybody rebounds looking at you funny? Tyus Jones assists. Bro, I don't think that's up, is it?
You're surely not putting Tyus Jones
It's
in
not
an
even
entry.
in here. I could have been convinced. I would love to close this lineup out with a less than. That's what I would love to do. That would make my fucking day.
We're only doing 4 legs.
Well, right now we got LaMelo Ball.
We got 3.
We got 4. LaMelo Ball more than points per game.
Maxey.
Oh, Maxey.
Yeah. Maxey more than points per game. Dame more than half a 50-point game. And then John Moran assists. I feel like this is where we could get nasty and just fade a goat that's got a weirdly low number like Joel Embiid. 11.1 rebounds per game. That's it.
Embiid rebounds I could get down with.
Like he averaged 11 rebounds per game on the nose last season. He's up for 11.1 rebounds per game. Like that's a less than I would like to take. Wouldn't mind taking that less than.
I hate taking that at all. Definitely wouldn't want to fade his points, being that he's only playing a handful of games, so he's probably going to be super aggressive in those games, but don't know that that's going to translate to the boards.
I kind of like that.
I could be down for that. Oh, we do have 2 Sixers, though.
Well, one more than, one less than. But yeah, we do. Well, if there's anything else we like better than that Embiid fades, I'm all ears. Let me look. About like James Harden or Jalen Green or Fred Van Fleet threes, Brandon Miller threes.
Fred Van Vliet. And the big 2-4.
Anthony Simons threes per game is high as ma. 3.5, bro.
Yeah, he fucking chucks.
He does.
We already have
does
MPJ.
chuck.
We already have MPJ and Trent's entry. You don't need to double up that.
I mean, LeBron probably only going to shoot more threes as time goes on, to be honest. Not really trying to fade that.
You want to fade that?
Probably not. I feel like he's just going to keep shooting more threes as he continues to get better and also just get older.
Yeah, I guess. Really wish they gave us a bigger board. This is frustrating.
Maybe we just fade our GOAT and beat. Call it a day as we get a sub ban coming in from Twitch Matty Ice. What's up, Beast?
Fade Old Durant from Richie.
You want to fade Durant?
I feel like that's up your alley.
Yeah, but I like Durant. He's grown on me.
You tell me Durant's getting a 50-point game, man.
Probably not. I kind of like the Embiid less than rebounds, dude. I wouldn't mind keeping that in there.
What if I told you KD averaged 27.1 last year and he's at 26.8?
Damn, you want to fade his points per game, bro? It's fucked up.
I'm just trying to look at the numbers here. Trying to see which GOAT maybe looks a touch off.
I mean, with the way the Commanders have been playing, you think fucking Durant's entering the season locked in? No chance. Kidding me?
I mean, they got options.
Probably been at
too.
Commanders games more than he's been at practice.
Yeah.
Let's see when the last triple double he's had. I guess he had one last year.
Who?
Durant.
That's not even an option.
Yeah, it's 50-point game. Fuck me. Dude. God, KD's got the 12th most 50-point games of all time. He's got 9 in his career. And they're giving you a fucking half 50-point game for KD. He's literally in between Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bernard King.
Jesus.
For 50-point games.
I'm trying to think of it. Is there like some narrative there with the Olympics? Like, I guess if we're talking Suns, like Devin Booker maybe gets a little more confidence after he played fucking fantastic in the Olympics and he comes and he has a ridiculous season. Especially after, I mean, he didn't have a dog shit year last year, but the team did. Super disappointing. Maybe D-Book the guy this year. Fade Devin Booker, he's garbage. No Booker under points. That might be the one.
They took off D-Book's 50-point game. Probably because he's fucking getting one. Sounds like a horrible square to sweat.
I'm getting more convinced. The more the
What do you wanna
chats are
take?
rolling in.
What do you want to take?
What if it was just always Devin Booker?
Fade or more than?
More than. So then that's kind of fading KD without really fading KD. Plus, I mean, Bradley Beal, he's not going to stay healthy. Devin Booker, I mean, he didn't stay healthy all the time either, but it's just points per game. He's going to have a couple of these games where you absolutely bust with one of them out.
I know. Wouldn't be opposed. Bradley Beal's not doing shit. And then you could take Maxey out for Embiid.
Oh, yeah. I forget they do have Tyus Jones, too. Might be marginal, but at least that's
Assist
a
king.
point guard.
Tyus Jones.
D-Book can focus on the scoring bag.
I'm down to take that if we can. I'm down to take that if we can take out Maxey and leave in the Embiid fade.
I'll concede there. You can have your guy.
So right now we got LaMelo Ball more than 24.2 points per game. We've got Damian Lillard more than half a 50-point game. We've got John Morant more than 7.8 assists per game. We've got Devin Booker more than 26.5 points per game. And we've got Joel Embiid less than 11.1 rebounds per game.
I'd be down for that.
BTL 5-man
BTL 5-man.
for the NBA season.
Not great options, but did what we could.
Naptown Degenerate coming in hot with the resub. W's. Is that Annapolis, Naptown? Twitch Matty Ice, thank you again for the sub. He said he's excited for the NBA season to start, as am I. Although I'm not really excited to watch the Wizards, I'll be honest, but Indy. Yeah, probably. That makes more sense. Picks with Deej. Remember that old commercial with Chuck, Samuel L. Jackson, Indianapolis? And they're literally pulling up and they're in the wrong Annapolis. They're in Annapolis, Maryland. And they're supposed to be in Indianapolis.
I do remember that.
I remember that commercial. Indianapolis. All right. I'm locking in this 5-man and putting $250 on it.
We'll match that.
$250 in a dream, chat. Please lock in so I can give you guys the link. Let's go. It worked. Come on. Gucci, can I put it in this chat? Are you able to give it to the peeps? Yeah, it's in the chat. See if you can drop that link to the peeps. And also Jovan if he needs it.
No, I just locked it in.
You're good?
Yeah.
Word. Fuck yeah. Screw the NBA. We need the kids on the court ASAP. I mean, yeah, we do need the kids on the court, but we still got a little bit of time for that, boys. We got the link in the chat if you want to tail this NBA BTL 5-man lineup for the season. All right, we just locked that puppy in. LaMelo Ball, more than points per game. Damian Lillard, more than half a 50-point game. John Morant, more than assists. D-Book, more than points per game. And Joel Embiid, less than rebounds per game. I'm in. W's. All right. What else we got to go over today? I feel like we haven't done our due diligence on the ice, right? I feel like before we get to the squad right here, Jovan, you want to take us through the ice? Maybe 5-ish minutes, 10 minutes, however long it takes, and go over some plays you like, and I'll chime in.
Power through.
Maybe a little Pickett Pro.
Little Pickett Pro.
Pull up the NHL games.
Could be fucking different, Krabs. Hate that.
You think the Caps lose today? You're on the Flyers with me, right?
Yeah, I'll be joining you on the Flyers.
Good.
Love the Flyers. Spot screams Flyers, and obviously with them off a shutout too. I mean, that's I think the only team playing tonight that is coming off of a shutout. So love getting involved with that. And you talked about the revenge angle too that I'm so in on. Plus, Airson is starting. So the whole reason we took Flyers team total against the Kraken is because the only goalie that I will take a money line on the season with the Flyers is Airson, because he's the only one that's going to be starting for them that's worth a shit. So I'm in there. Wild Panthers keep me away. It's a shit game. It's a good game, but a game that I want no betting interest in. Lightning Devils is kind of interesting. I wouldn't hate going back to an over again, which I probably would have done maybe anyway, but I don't know what the story is because Vasi was definitely not going to start this game before yesterday, but then he started yesterday, got pulled, so maybe he gets to start again. The line's starting to creep back a little bit towards the Lightning, so maybe that's going to happen, but whether it's a tired Vasi or Johansson, it's not a good spot. There's obviously only two teams playing on a back-to-back today. With everybody playing, and they're the Lightning and the Leafs. The Devils are probably going to win this game, and it's probably going to come with goals. Could be a decently similar script to yesterday against the Leafs, unfortunately. So probably going to take that over. Definitely will if Johansson gets confirmed too. Stars Sabres shit game, Rangers Habs shit game. CBJ game's kind of interesting because the Leafs, they're coming off the blowout yesterday. Again, one of the only two teams playing on a back-to-back. And Joseph Wall is going to be a net, and this is his season debut coming back from his little injury situation. So I would not be surprised in the absolute slightest if this is one of the CBJ steal coin spot. So I will probably get involved somehow, some way with CBJ today. Of course, I haven't even checked what the +1.5 price is, but if it's playable, it's a little juicy. We'll see if it gets steamed up, but I'm probably going to end up taking that. Red Wings Isles, weird game. Probably lean Red Wings. Marchenko point will probably be in something. Goats, my goat. The Blues are playing undefeated Winnipeg tonight at home. Probably a classic Blues steal coin spot, just like when everybody faded them the last time they played, and would not be surprised if they do it again. Canucks Blackhawks, weird game. Avs Kraken, it's probably the most obvious Kraken semi-sharp spot of all time. That's when I will never bet the Kraken. Bruins Preds in the over. Goots X Krabs PODs, I'm in. Canes Oilers, keep me away from anything Oilers until further notice. Sens Utah, it's getting steamed up on the road, the Sens are, even though it's probably related to Olmark starting, feels pretty telling. Do you like the Sens? Don't know if I'm going to get involved. Pens Flames, we talked about that over. And on that, I have a really bad feeling that my goat's going to take his first loss of the year today. Sharks Ducks, call the number. Kings VGK is weird. There's been a fat move towards the Kings, which I don't know if there's reasoning for that, but I assume we're getting David Rittich today, which, that really shouldn't move the line because I feel like that's kind of assumed because Darcy Kemper is going to be out a while for the Kings. But the Kings have sneaky, since they got blasted for like 2 games in a row, they've been pretty good defensively, which wouldn't surprise me at all if they sneak one on the road at VGK in this game. So like I kind of, not just for the purpose of the line move, but I kind of do want to get involved with the Kings. But yeah, it's a weird slate with a lot of weird games. It's probably how I'd close it out.
Okay. And yeah, chat, can we chill on the Cooper Cup trade info? There's no fucking way that guy's getting traded. Give me a break.
No, not a shot.
If he is, Matt Stafford's going with him. Come on. You guys think Cooper Cup's going anywhere? Give me a break. He's not going anywhere. He better play this week, too. That's the one fucking leg in my NFL Gateway. It's going to cost me coins. It's going to cost me $25,000. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it could be huge.
Insane. Yeah, we're going to need a fucking crazy second half of the season from Cooper Cup. I really don't see a world where he gets traded, but we'll see. I think that's all just fucking talk. Rossini, multiple teams have inquired about trading for Cooper Cup. Rams willing to take on salary and seeking a second-round pick. I don't think he's going anywhere, bro. I don't think he's going anywhere. You're telling me they're going to rebuild?
You look real good in purple and black.
Bro, he can't even stay healthy, bro. You guys don't need him.
Could look good for a
49ers
week.
about to get him. That would be insane. Yeah, he's not getting traded. I'm standing on that. He's not going anywhere. We'll see. Jovan, I love some of those NHL plays you just went over, including that weird late night game and the Kings catching some steam. Did the Kings get a new logo this year as well?
Yeah,
like they might have gotten a sharper
they did
logo.
refresh it. Yeah,
Looks good. Okay. Coming off of back-to-back wins, Vegas not looking too sharp of late. Could be a decent spot. Plus chicken Kings. Okay. All right. What's your favorite play on the ice?
Flyers.
Wow. Hell yeah. All right. Well, maybe we can get involved and start crafting up a little squad ride W for tonight. You down for that?
Of course.
Gucci, run that shit. I want to see that damn train. I also can't really see the screen. But Gucci, let me know when we're back. And the Rams traded for Sean Padula. Okay. Give me a break. Jay, what are you going to bring up Sean Padula every day until the college basketball season starts? That's what you're trying to do. All right, chat. Let's lock in here. Squad ride was cake last night. God damn it. We are 10-10-1 this month after a really good start. We have been cooling off. We got some interesting games tonight. We could take some plays in. We got college football shit games. We've got NBA opening night, 2 games. We've got NHL loaded slate. Every team's playing. I feel like we just lean into our best plays for today. Maybe the Flyers get in there and get it puppy up and moving. Flyers, I'm out.
Yeah.
You're just talking about that being your favorite play? One of your favorite plays?
Yep.
Flyers ML. I don't like the Celtics, but I'm not fading it. And I don't have a counter argument. So if you like it enough, we can just blindly put that in there. But do want it on record that it's not my favorite play. But
Yeah,
I don't have
want
that
you.
nuts.
I don't want you half in, half out, Krabs. I'm fine with keeping it out.
Okay. All right. What about that Flames and Penguins over?
Of course. And on that.
What about the Goots POD?
Of course. Put it in.
Sure. You didn't
Yeah.
seem as confident today when you heard it.
I mean, I like the other one probably a little bit better, but
I could tell.
it's not to say I don't still like this one. And you should too,
Goots.
because you're on the Preds.
Yeah. Goots, remind me, it was the over in the Preds game? Yep. Up from 5.5 to 6. And Jovan, I think I remember you saying you don't really see a world where if Nashville loses, this game doesn't go over. Or if Nashville wins, this game doesn't go over.
I wouldn't say I don't see a world, but if I'm betting Nashville, I'm not doing it because I think they're going to shut down the Bruins. I'm doing it because the Bruins have been extremely weak defensively to start the season. So if there's any get right spot for Nashville to finally get a win, they're probably going to have to score against the Bruins.
There could be a world. I just don't see it.
There's a world. There's a solar system.
Right?
There's
a
quite a few
world
solar
out there where
systems.
this happens. I'm just not seeing it. Personal.
I mean, I don't think that's the avenue to them winning, but worlds do exist.
They might. Cannot confirm. Well, I do love Nashville in the ML as well. I don't want to let that get swept. But I know you had some hesitancy towards that play as well. You said you don't want to bet them. You're only fading them right now. So maybe that over is a good pivot.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be down for that.
You'd rather take the over in that game than Nashville, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it, Goots. We're giving you another chance here, brother. You deserve it as well. Bruins and Predators over 6. We've got that. We've got the Flyers ML. We got the Flames and the Penguins over. Is there anything else, any sport, any time? I don't give a hoot as long as it's a winner. Anything else we need to put in here?
Don't know what there is.
LeBron is 0-6 on opening day as a Laker. That's crazy. Is that true?
Could be a free fade.
Well, I wouldn't mind sticking with these plays.
Yeah. I feel like we have
Say
good
that
plays
much.
in this group.
So do I. I'm just making sure nothing gets swept. Scrolling through these NHL games one more time. I do really like the Predators, but we don't need 2 plays in one game. We already got the Goots POD in that one. Bruins ML is a lock. First time chatter came in here. Squiddy picks. Okay. Well, on that note, should we fade the Bruins in here? Put Nashville. Nah, it's too late. We'll go 3 plays, 3 winners. You guys cool with that? 3 plays, 3 winners. Flyers ML, Flames, Penguins over 6.5, and the Bruins, Preds over 6. All right, 3 plays, 3 winners, chat. Get involved. Don't just sit there. All right, we've got a squad ride poll to vote for. Get involved. Do not just sit there. If you're watching on the YouTube or the X machine, that's fine. But make sure you come over to Twitch at Bookit Sports during the squad ride poll so you can lock in your vote. All right, get involved. Don't just sit there. All hockey, yep. I mean, look at the fucking college football games tonight. You want to bet on Sam Houston? I didn't think so.
All hockey soft.
I didn't think so.
16 hockey games and 4 games of everything else.
The Goots pick is the over in the Bruins and the Preds game, chat, if you guys want to give Gootsy a chance with his POD. Looks like it's going to be the Flyers ML, which I personally have 0 qualms with. That's probably my favorite play of the day as well. That's absolutely crushing the polls. Now, that could be personal. Maybe just fading the Caps. Chat trying to get a rise out of me, but you're not going to get one. I love this play. I do. Flyers ML.
Same guy who said Bruins ML is a lock just said Flyers ML is cake. So we're in there, Krabs.
We're looking pretty good on the ice tonight.
I
can say so myself. Looking pretty good. And Hokies mentioned cash at Padula Bank. Jules, are you watching like 20 minutes behind? Maybe you paused? I mean, I guess you could pause on the YouTube. You probably are. But you're watching on Twitch, I think. I'm confused. I don't know. Lakers ML. Look, man, I like the Lakers tonight, but I don't know if I can get to the counter with the Lakers. You're still betting on LeBron on opening night. I don't know if I could do it. There's still dogs at home. That line hurts. That line hurts my head. We'll see. Nux ML, they like in chat. Old Moose, Hoops, team about to shine. I mean, yeah, they're ranked. And it looks like it's going to be the Flyers on the ML for the squad ride tonight. Okay, good. Love that play. W's. Jovan, you got any qualms with that?
Not a single qualm, no.
Good. All right. W stream today, chat. Hope you guys locked in, found some winners, and you can at least tail the squad ride here, Flyers ML, responsibly. Okay, we'll meet you guys at the cash counter. Stick around for the surge stream starting up right now. Pitch Trent, the winner of your lifetime. Pitch Trent, give him a sell job so good, he has to fucking take the play. All right, give him a sell job so fucking good, he locks it in on the spot. Bring the energy, bring the winners. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, same time.